Hello everyone, Rifts here and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be giving you all a world tour. It's a 2000-day world tour. I'm a bit over it, but I don't care. First of all, this is my mini storage room. It isn't automated, so I have to manually put everything in a chest, but it's fine for now. Here we have my mass crafter, but this one is broken. It destroys a quarter of all the items I put in, so I don't use it anymore. Here is my little old base with old bee breeders and a little nether wart farm. If you go down here, we are in my mines. Nothing super special about it. When we go to the surface, we can see my little cow pen. These cows are probably 1500 days old. This is my little bamboo farm. I actually use it. And this pumpkin farm was temporary for a pumpkin farm video, but I don't use it anymore. These stone walls are actually from the time I wanted to build a mountain by hand without light medica, but it didn't turn out so great, so I stopped building. This bit is all a stone that I used for this mountain, came out this bit. This is my old sugarcane farm, but it's broken and doesn't work. These are my 3 old bone meal farms. They still work, but I don't use them. This is an old carpet duper, old rail duper, little wheat farm. I still use it for hay bales. When we go over the mountain, you can see my industrial district. This is my cobblestone farm. I still use it, but I am going to replace it. Each module makes 120k an hour, so in total 220k. This is my small super smelter. I will be probably upgrading it also in the future. My really slow universal tree farm. A flower farm. My iron farm. I use this farm a lot because I have it always chunk loaded. My concrete converter. This converts concrete powder into concrete. And you should definitely do what that sign says, so like and subscribe please. This is my old tree farm, but it decided to break, so I don't use it anymore. I actually used the honey and the slime from the block pushers for my last video for that tree farm. And this almost forgot is a little villager breeder. This layer is broken, but the layer below still works fine. Then here all the villagers get collected. Here I have still a Dutch villager. Now let's get to my favorite part of my world. Not my nether, by the way. My favorite part of this world is behind this portal. And that's my factory district. Here I have all different crazy farms, like my sugarcane farm. I have way too much sugarcane, because it's always loaded when I am in this area. The neighbor of the sugarcane farm is my rail duper and carpet duper. Here was a 48 module string duper, but in the latest version it's all broken. And this is the enormous storage system. It's really loud. This is the next factory. It's a dirt to clay converter. You place down all the dirt here. It gets converted into mud. And when I dry out the mud over dripstone, it becomes clay. And gets all blown up in this crazy efficient blast chamber. And then the storage system is here. I use that farm to make the bricks in my designs. Here is the office called Offic. In this office we have 3 different kinds of farms, 2 honey block farms, 1 honeycomb farm and the dirt farm. The outputs of the honey block farms get in here. And the outputs of the honeycomb farm get sugar loaded in here. This is my dirt farm. I use this farm to get all the dirt I need for my clay farm. Everything gets loaded into these chests. And when we go up the roof, we have my pumpkin farm. It's around 10,000 pumpkins every hour. And they get collected in this chest. Here we can go up and down, but I use this entrance not that much because it isn't fun. I like to use this one, entrance and exit. Almost there. Again. You have to be really fast so you can land on the trapdoor. It doesn't work. I mean, I can't do it 100% all the time. It works 100% all the time. This is my best factory so far. It's my tree and bone meal factory. This is a little interior decoration. This is the control room. Just some decoration, nothing special. You might say, where is the tree farm? Well, we have to press the button to go to the tree farm. It basically works by pistons extending into pistons, and then that signal travels all the way down. Here's my tree farm, 63,000 logs in an hour. Crazy fast. This is the bone meal farm to keep up with the tree farm. And this is just a normal bone meal farm. This one is 65,000 bone meal in an hour. And this one is 130,000 bone meal in an hour. When I was building this, a skeleton horse raid actually spawned, so I have some skeleton horses down here. I accidentally pulled my pearl. To get back up, I just have to push this button. Sometimes I throw the ender pearl not as I intend. This is a shulker box input. And here we have all of our logs. When I go to the back here, you can actually see I have still a lot of logs. And then the white part is the bone meal side. I also have a lot of bone meal from AFK, my 120,000 bone meal farm. This is basically my favorite part of my world and I have some huge plans for it. But now let's go to the Nether. This overhead line that you might have seen is my piston bolt. It's actually not functional because I built the stations and the intersections wrong, but I will be fixing it in the future. If you follow this piston bolt line, you will end up here. Behind this portal we have my concrete tuber, as you can see. This 150,000 concrete in an hour. In the future I hope to make an even faster one. This one is my piglin bartering farm. This 850,000 items in an hour, but I'm going to stay away because they are really loud. And I don't want them to get angry at me, because then they begin shooting me. And then I can take a lot of damage. And they can kill each other, and that's also something that I don't want. But as you can see, I have a lot of blackstone. This is blackstone, gravel, nether bricks, soul sand. This is quartz, but I took already everything with me. String, grind obsidian, and normal obsidian. If you go over here, you can see a little iceberg. Behind this is my ice biome where I get all my ice from. This is an old iceboat highway that I don't use anymore. I just fly there. And at the other side of this iceboat highway is my gold farm. It's Glot's gold farm. Really good, but in the future I'm planning to build Minecraft's craziest gold farm. But I don't know if that project is going to get through because I need to do some special things that are really dangerous for my world because it can corrupt very easy. But I'll see. At this top of the piston bolt we have my sand tuber. Behind this portal is just a regular sand tuber, nothing special. It's the same one over there, but just with only sand. I ran out of fireworks. Hopefully I have some left in my chest. No. That's also the killing chamber from the iron farm. Let's also fill my shulker box with all these fireworks. Now we can... Oh, some piglins spawned. This is to my old gunpowder farm. I don't use it anymore. Gunpowder farm. It was 2000 gunpowder an hour but I don't use it anymore because it's too slow. Because I have this monstrosity of a raid farm. In the newer versions it's broken, but I have stocked up 2 million redstone, 2 million gunpowder, and 100 million emerald ore. This emerald ore storage is way too big and really bad made by me, because some of the chests are completely filled to the brim, other ones are completely empty. The glowstone, gunpowder, redstone, and from the old storage system some emeralds left. It doesn't work anymore, the bubble elevator, because this thing spread everywhere, but here the players stand hitting a minecart and then raid spawn above at an interval of 10 game ticks. In the future, when my supplies run out, I will be probably building a raid farm that works in the later versions. This is also the killing chamber for the Revengers. I can't kill them. Here is an end portal. And behind this portal we have my sand biome, the desert biome I mean, and the badlands. My desert and badlands. And also my coral reef, can't forget about that. Here is a swamp of mine. And my slime farm. And I'm in a desperate need to upgrade the slime farm because it's really slow. Only 2000 slime balls in an hour, and with the new oozing potion. It's actually a very old oozing potion, but for me it's new. I can make some crazy fast slime farm. I'm actually not going to go through this portal, but behind this is my mob switch. It is 120 silverfish lazy loaded. And here is my nether mob switch, but it never worked properly as intended. I only have one singular zombie here. Now let's go to this portal. Behind this portal I have normally an acacia biome. I don't know the name. I am not super smart. I mine all of my sand I need here, and I think it looks goofy to see all these trees floating, so I'm not going to get them down. Now let's go to the final stop. It's around 2000 blocks away, so let's fly. This is my wither skeleton farm. This is a better hole to go to the actual wither skeleton farm, because that's only the killing chamber. Here it is, my wither skeleton farm. It's around 400 skulls an hour, and I think it's good rates. This is the actual wither skeleton farm. I mean killing chamber, not actual farm. I still have some skulls left. Now the end. Now let's go to the end. This is the end. This is a collecting system for my concrete and sand tubers. Some concrete powder left. This is my main source of XP. My Enderman farm. It's just a regular Enderman farm where all the Endermans fall down from the sky and you can just one-tap them. For that I actually need my sword. Nothing special about that. This is also my old bee farm. It's broken because the Enderman stole all of the dirt, and here I kill all my withers like a grandma because I am lazy. And a strength 2 beacon so I can kill the withers faster. This was basically my world. Hope you guys enjoy, and as I said, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.